All right, we're back. Yeah, so I'm going to be doing a stream of me doing artwork and some of my process on it. These are reference photos that I take to draw some of this anatomy from, especially when I'm trying to draw something very specific from my head. I tend to want to control exactly how this looks when I'm finished. What line is this from? Or is this just a handle? What are you? That's why. You scoot it over. This is not what fingers should look like. Even if they're like super pointy, nails shouldn't look like that. There we go. It's gonna look like a little hot dog at the end. Aren't fingernails fucking weird in the first place? I'm trying to draw like how they look. Ugh. Also, this music, something else. I want to be able to play something in the background while I'm doing any of this, so it's not just me rambling in silence. But some of this indie shit is white bummer music. Sorry, I got some text messages. Please hold. I also have an Instagram where I post most of this artwork. I'll turn this mic down. It's probably loud as shit. Is that better? Probably not. Turn you down in banana. Ba-ba-ba. Yeah, that sounds good. The fuck is this thing? There we are. Ba-ba-ba-ba. Anyway. I don't remember what I was saying. Oh yeah, when I made this Instagram, I get all kinds of weird followers from shit that's not even associated with anything I do or follow. It's like a health and wellness spa. I don't know, I'm just filling space. How weird are these fingernails, huh? A couple of staples. Ugh. I don't like this little like bucket U shape. Gotta be very specific sometimes with how these lines are angled. Shit. Looks a little bit better, but I don't think people have nails that look like this. Scoot it back a little. I should also probably drop the weight. If I turn off oof. Why do I have this like weird snapping on? What is this? It was view? Yeah, okay. Snapped a pixel? I don't know if that's what's causing the problem. Yeah, that's not what I wanted. Click on this extremely specific point, and I want to not have it do this horseshit. Okay. No snaps. It'll be snapless. That's what I want. Nice and smooth. Come on. I don't want to just slide this thing. There we go. That's not what a finger looks like. That looks like a mole rat's tooth. That's disgusting. I need to be doing this better. Maybe she'll be wearing gloves. Maybe gloves are appropriate. Let's see what that looks like. Because I could believe that you could see the indentation of a fingernail under like a really thin leather glove, something like that. This should have some roundness to it. Just have a flat sausage finger like it got cut off or something. I don't want to do that. Shit, it's either listen to this or electronica, and I don't know which I'm tired of more. Let's try groovy. Groovy. How corny are Spotify ads, by the way? I need to add more tags to this shit. Search tags. It is digital art for sure. It's not anime. It is definitely character creation. Let's call it done. Let's see what that does. Okay, what do we need to do? Yeah, snap in this fucking color layer. Boom. How about that? Although I don't like, I need to adjust the colors that I made here. Oh, shit. How about we just delete this whole thing? I don't want to. Do I want to edit this? I do want to edit this. Let's lock everything else. Lock, 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 lock. Just you and me, color layer. I feel like this music is super intense for what I'm doing. Bro, come on. Okay. So if we were going to draw these as gloves, we would need to have more line detail. So let's turn off the color layer. And I'm going to make a layer just over the left arm. We're going to experiment with making this look kind of like a glove. So I'm going to pull up pictures of gloves on my other monitor and see what gloves actually look like. I'm going to get a bunch of weird shit, watch. Yeah, like snowboarding gloves. I don't need snowboarding gloves. I don't imagine her wearing snowboarding gloves. Let's see. Maybe leather. She is picking up mushrooms, so I would believe that you would want some protection. I don't want just pictures of leather. God damn it, gloves. Leather gloves. Okay. Fingerless knuckle dusters. That's exactly what I need for her. That matches her character perfectly. Fingerless gloves are a definite no on that. Maybe these super tight ones. There's something about that look, that tight leather glove. You know that somebody means fucking business. It's like Hitman shit. Some of these pictures over there are like tight gloves next to like leather pants and leather gloves and shit. A very specific look. Jeez. Save image as. Ooh, yeah, that's fine. Whatever. This music though. Don't need to specially name this, do I? Let's see. I'm gonna turn the music. Huh, that sounds pretty good to me, man. I'm glad that this hasn't been coming through as like chop meat sound-wise. Okay, what am I even doing? That's right, putting this over here. That's the only problem I have with dual monitors. If you save stuff to your desktop, you hide it from yourself. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I don't need no ghosts from my past trying to claim me. I hear you, lady. Who is this even? This is Ghosts from the Twitch FM playlist Groovy. Like a shitty DJ. Hey everybody, check this song that I don't know anything about out. Sorry about all the typing. Alright. Oh shit, did I stop the stream? Ah! Sorry everybody. I wonder if you stop and pause the stream if it generates another video. That would be annoying if it did, but that's fine. Just leave a little 2-minute clip for everybody to watch and be like, why did you save that? What a waste. If this is a new video though, I'm going to color this piece, and before I do that, I'm going to add more detail to this character's clothing, kind of describe these robes a bit more, and give her some decoration that might establish kind of who she is, more so than the staff and her actual look. I do have some progress with the color. I'm going to go tentatively on the color of the jacket, and on this, I'm just going to stick with what I've got here. I might experiment with it later, just depending on how the detail looks. Let's just stick with that. I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. So that's right, I was looking at gloves. Alright. Jeez, get rid of this photo. I'm going to use this handy dandy program once I figure this shit out. Close. Don't save. Thank you. Please hold. There we go. Alright, so it's this software called PureRef. And you can put photos in here and adjust a photo to use as like a reference when you're drawing around. It stays on top of your screen, so you can click around over here and not have to worry about it like going behind your view. So I'm looking at the details on this glove, and I'm going to try to draw what that would look like in the correct perspective of the hands on this character. Because I think that would make a little bit more sense than just bare hands. Maybe out in this particular part of the woods? I don't know. I imagined her being outside or in a lab, but she's got a staff. She wouldn't have a staff in the lab. That's my idea. Okay, so it's got these like back of the hand stitching, multiple lines vertically. I think that's more a stylistic choice, but I think as far as describing her right hand, that might be useful to show that it's a glove, especially this, I don't know, this line that kind of bisects the palm from the thumb, if that makes sense. If I can use bisect incorrectly. And also these kind of lines that create this flat surface of the glove on the very top layer here. I think that might be useful, just kind of come in and draw delicate lines like that. See how it looks. Also, again, sorry about the music. It's just what Twitch FM has. I'm going to skip through it quite a bit, especially if it's not my taste, you know, or it doesn't suit what I'm doing. Okay, so everything else is locked. We're just going to come in with pen tool, drop the stroke down a lot. I'm thinking like 0.25, and draw details for what I think this glove should look like. I'm not too concerned about the color just yet. I figure we can come back in later and see what color would look appropriate with the rest of her gown. And of course, like, pick an appropriate line weight for these so that they look like gloves but don't necessarily stand out incorrectly. Like these, geez, these super thin lines don't look that good compared to these thick ones, but pump this up to 1, maybe? Yeah, and then the coloration will help describe the rest of this character, or at least her glove. Something like that, maybe. These are 2 different colors next to each other, and maybe a darker shade of whatever this inner finger shape would be. That'll give it more of a 3-dimensional effect. I just gotta go for that the whole way through. I'm not really basing these like finger shapes of anything. I'm just kind of looking at this reference and guessing how it would kind of look. They don't have like a knuckle piece, it looks like. That's fine. Do we want one? Let's see what that looks like actually. Knuckles kind of look like this. Maybe if we round this out, it won't look as geometrical. Let's see. Pull that out a little bit. That looks even worse. A little more curved. Yeah, I could buy that. Like a kind of maybe a thicker leather glove. Some kind of padding. If you're picking up poisonous shit like this, it kind of makes sense to me. I assume it's poisonous. I love mushrooms and mycology and all that kind of stuff, but I don't know what actual percentage of mushrooms are poisonous versus not. How dangerous they are when you just pick them up like that. But I assume not good. Because I don't give snakes the benefit of the doubt, you know? You're probably poisonous. I'm just gonna not trust you. So I have one for the first knuckle, not one for the second knuckle. I think I'll keep that. Keep that the same. Although she looks like she's got a giant ass finger right here. Does it look like that when I zoom out? Maybe not as much. She gets stung by a bee or some shit. Don't like it. Let's put it here. I think this one bulges this way. Yeah. I'd buy that. Let's see. Where's that hand reference? First knuckle would be right here. This one right there. This doesn't make any sense. I was way off. Right here. But I still think it bulges to the left. Kind of shows that like torsion of the grip there on the staff. Shows like a loose grip, but that it is a grip. And the leather's kind of twisting up with it. Yeah, I like that. I'm gonna ditch this line though. What are you on? You are on left arm layer unlock. So you keep your layers organized, folks. I should probably name this before I start tooting my own horn. What are you? Layer 7. Hmm? And I'm going to delete this palette layer, so I'm just going to leave it number 12. Boy, this music's fucking... Jeez. Ooh, a Geico commercial. I'd rather listen to that. Did you know you could save 15? Never mind. Can you get in trouble for that kind of stuff? If you start advertising for a company that you don't have any affiliation with? These are the things you gotta look up before you start broadcasting. This doesn't look great now that I look at it some more. Let's scoot this back. It does start at the web of the kind of like thumb and palm, but the arc of this doesn't look right. So I'm going to set this about here and then start to twist it. So it kind of fleshes the palm out a little bit more. So you imagine a person like this that spends a lot of time out in the wild, or at least how I imagine her to. Functionality is probably really important versus style. So she's gonna have thicker hands, more well-used clothing. Let's see, how does that look? What does the thumb look like? It's just like one big old sausage of leather. It's kind of gross. I don't know if there's like a flat pleating like they have. Is this a pleat? I don't even know what you would call something like this. Because it's a top and a bottom sewn together. Yeah, I don't know. It's not something I learned in art school. Here we go. I'm gonna say this is gloves detail. I'll just do both on this layer. If I have to manipulate anything, I can do it with just selection tools. Let's see. This would probably be. Is it this far over? No, right? Web of the thumb. This is the kind of J shape. Come down to about here, so I think it would be to this. Is that right? No, that's not even close. Shit. This guy's voice is freaking me out. Not about it. Let's see, I think this goes like this, and this is about right here. And this kind of has its own separate shape. I'm not going to try to go exactly like this picture, although I do want to adjust some of these lines in the hand. What are you? You are body lines. Scoot this back. Did I move the whole line? No, just that segment. Cool. This line we can still use. It shows like the webbing of the thumb. You can join these right here. So that's a completed shape. These kind of terminate at the webbing of the hand, so I'm just gonna peel this back a little bit. Take the sharpness out of this. This looks a little bit more natural. And then when I add this to the web of the palm, I can curve it a little bit more, make it look more organic. And then we go back through with color later. We can adjust this little shape to be darker than the rest of the glove, and it'll look like it's kind of in shadow. I imagine the light source, some would come from this staff. I don't know how much time I'm going to spend on coloring this, but if I do go in lighting this to match this being a source of light, or coloring this to be matching this to be a source of light, I'm going to have everything kind of outside of this circle on the left be a shade darker, so just like the inside of her shirt, inside of her sleeves, probably the palm of her hand as well. But I don't know. I've got this. Got this idea of turning this like a light blue gem into maybe like a purple, something like this hot pink over here. Maybe we'll see. Turn that off. That's distracting. So is this music too. Don't show me how it's done. I feel like this is going to be a little bit more curved here as well, so I'm gonna add a shape. Add some handles to the middle of this line. Kind of pitch this forward a bit. I don't imagine we're going to see much of this kind of like inner glove surface on these other fingers, but we will see some of the stitching from here to here, kind of like that. You see that at least. Do these have any other detail? Kind of like this would kind of twist back into itself like that. They have this kind of material here in the corner. Maybe something like that. Hi everybody. Let's get rid of this. I don't need this anymore. Unsafe. Let's turn the color there. Accessible and on. And then delete these. Go back through and we can recolor those in a better shade that would match gloves. I'm not sure what skin tone would be the best. Like maybe like a deer skin glove, like kind of like a redder, darker tan. But definitely not like black leather gloves. I don't imagine those. Those are like more associated with rogues and stuff like that, I think. Not bright yellow, like shitty farmer's gloves. Construction colors like bright yellow and orange. That sounds fun. Especially would match this look. All the construction workers that are in medieval times, fantasy lore, they love it. Do. Sorry everybody, Discord messages. Okay, so glove colors. Light tan, I don't know. I'm just gonna make a bunch of squares over here. Something like that. And then, whoop, drag these boxes out. And make a series of them, fill them with different colors, and see how they all look versus the purple, versus the staff, all that kind of stuff. So let's fill this with kind of that reddish tan I was talking about. Something like this. No, further down. Kind of like a deer skin. I don't know. Tan. Just like a warmer brown. Something like that. It's going to be hard to keep track of these. Especially with all these like starting on such a similar color. Let's try something magical looking like a pale blue. It's probably not going to look that good, but... just keep going with that. Blues, let's try... maybe some like darker greens. That might be nice as a contrast. Super dark green with a little bit of blue in it. Go to a green that's further away from blue. Something super dark. And I might incorporate some of these like darker green colors into the staff. You know, make this more of like a, I don't know, verdant is the word that I'm looking for, but I don't know if that's... oh, that makes it so much easier. All right. I don't really like the yellow. It's worth trying though. It might be something like that. Let's go over to purple as well. I think this music's gotta go. Get out of here, Sammy Bananas. Paler purple. Use that for some of the detail in her clothes and maybe some of the shadows if this doesn't work for a glove color. Maybe more of like a darker purple. And then a really warm brown, maybe. Okay, so I'm gonna try these as colors for this. And then after that, I'm gonna start coloring these horns. I've got a palette all chosen for those. We're gonna use a reference image of a ram horn for like the lighting and the shadow on it. But other than that, we're gonna do it freehand and just see how it goes. So back on the color layer, I'm just going to make, geez. Let's try a different soundtrack. Jeez. Alright. Don't want it to be drum and bass out the gates, you know? Okay, so making a series of shapes that are the same size as the hands for the base layer color that we're going to use, and we can just kind of swap that in and out with the different colors from those boxes we made. And just experiment with what'll look good. And we can always change it, of course. I'm going to keep those palettes while I'm working on this drawing, and probably add more as I go on to test the colors. It just has to be within the black line to look believable when I fill it with color. Otherwise you get like jagged edges like this up here. Okay, so let's try it. Yeah, I think some of these are gonna look nice. Definitely not this light blue. I should probably just get rid of that right now. Although it does stand out quite a bit. And it does match this jewel, so question mark. Oh, there's no music on the stream? Thanks for telling me. Alright, I pumped the volume up a bit. Let me know if it comes through. I made these gloves so I don't have to worry about fingernails because they were looking like little sausages with like shitty turtle shells stapled on. Ooh. I think you can probably go fast with this, but I want to make sure that these stay roughly in the middle, so if I ever try to scale this image up or down, these lines will stay relatively hidden and I won't need to go back and fix them. Like if I, when making this line, kind of, oops, got a little lazy and clicked out here and kept going, you don't really see it, but if I try to make this object bigger overall, I guess that wouldn't really work, it's just the color there. But anyway, it just makes this kind of stuff difficult to come back and fix. So it kind of helps to get in pretty close, and you can actually go pretty fast since your margin for error. Focus. Make sure I'm going the right way. It's too much of work, I miss what you're supposed to do. Nice. Cool. And then we can go back through with other shapes. Come back through and make other shapes, like something like this, to put shadow in here on the same layer. Still very quiet? Man, okay. How about that? I think I had my personal speakers up too high. But the actual recording volume pretty low. OBS? Help please? Volume? Turn this up. See if that helps. I'll mix my voice booming. Anyway, no stalling. The idea of kind of the royal purples, some kind of really powerful person. It took one look and they stared at me the same. We want them to look vaguely mysterious and powerful too. If they look like just a normal adventurer, you wouldn't think much of them, right? One look, but you play me like a game. Although I guess if you have a giant, shiny, glowing staff that has a floating gem in the center of it, that would be and if you're just out chilling in the woods, picking out mushrooms. Damn. Better or worse? Sweet. Okay. Alright, so let's compare. We got these super dark greens, blue greens, light blue. Let's look at that first. That's gross. like it. I'm gonna keep this on though. I think I'm gonna have the background be this kind of base tone color, and then paint browns and greens over it for more forest background. So for now, I'm just gonna use this as the thing to compare all these to. Pea soup green, dark green. That's too dark. It's too saturated. This about here. That maybe. They have like gardener's gloves in there. Shifted for some reason. Why isn't this inside the lens? I scooted it over it somewhere. Slop color there. No, we can't change anything if we do. We'll just be careful then. Try this brown. Made it somewhere over here. Darker and less warm. Because I want these to be obvious glows. I don't want it to be like, oh, he just doesn't know how to color the skin tone. So less detail. You can still hear the music, you can still hear me. I can pump my mic up to really make me stand out better. Let's try that. I can also just move this closer too. Let's see, just put this right here, right in front of my face. Quiet again? Da-da-da. How about now? I feel like I'm at max volume. I'm almost like shouting into this. Way better. Okay, cool. Alright. I also want to get this stuff colored. I think I'm just going to get all of her like base level colors put in just right now. We're going to call this layer character color, and then lock it, and have another one be for our staff. Everything else is locked. Nice, perfect. So I was thinking maybe like a gold, I don't know, I think it might be too gaudy. Wood, maybe some kind of like shiny, I don't know. I was gonna say wood. Let's see. You gotta make the shape anyway to fill it with color, so I'm gonna do that now. I'm thinking multiple colors. A staff color. Can you just go around the finger? Yeah, we can just go around the finger. Two separate shapes. Some of these are looking a little shitty. I'm not worried about it, any of these lines being too far inside. The black line I can be a little bit sloppier with these since it's a thin object that's going to be sandwiched in between two of the same colors. So any mistakes here won't really stand out, especially if the staff color is a bit dark. You have to like really get up in here. I mean, I guess you know now if you're watching this that there's a mistake there, but don't tell anybody, okay? Cool. Switch that. Let's see. How about like a really reddy brown? Kind of like a redwood wood. That doesn't look good. does stand out. Have like kind of this redwood and brass maybe. Although she's more of like a druid, they only use like wood staves, right? So it does have rivets. Are they wooden rivets? Probably not. Probably in the design with the gem and the floating stuff. Can you hear the birds at all? If they're like quiet enough to not be annoying, I'll just keep this as is. Okay, unlock this. I want to go back to this glove and fix this. This is bothering me. This is an original one. That's a little bit better. This is like her natural wrist bulge, but it kind of makes it look like there's a... I don't know. Staff color, that's right. Okay. This little bit of white. So distracting at a distance. So let's fill this area with like a copper, bronzy, kind of metal color. And then when I come through and add details to this, I'll make this have some glare and some shine effect to it. Squeak around the rivet. Oh wait, no, I'm going the wrong way. There we go. Squeak around the rivet. Getting super close for this turn. Around the finger, up the fingernail. And over across and make a shape. So let's see, what does that look like? That's kind of like a yellowy orange color. Something like that. Right now it's a candy corn stuff. Perfect. I close the door. Shouldn't hear the birds anymore. I could also probably see the staff being made out of the same material as the handle, to some degree. Maybe like a dark gray. I'll play around with that. Again, we need to make the shape anyway to test the color. Click, click, click. Gonna have to remake this shape again anyway. Click, 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 click. Where am I? Okay. Not very far in, but at least these lines are accurate. try to go through this part as fast as I can so you don't have to just watch me zoomed in and click like this. Click, 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 click. As far as details goes, I think I'm going to flat color this and then add some details to it. Lights and shadows, try to make it look a little more three-dimensional, a little more illustrated. And then I might pop it in Photoshop without the color, just all the line work, and try to paint this. That might be something I try to do with this photo later on. Or this character, I should say, not photo. Okay, I think I know where I am. We're at like the peak of the staff, yeah. I do want to make this a candy cane or a candy corn staff now. Replace this top with a little candy corn. Everyone, including Bird Lady, loves candy corn. It's her favorite thing. Spreading false rumors. Almost there. This is the home stretch. Oh, straight pulls. Back to the start. And I hate this color already. I'm going to change that for both shapes. Tired of looking at it. There we go. I think an apricot kind of color. Let's see. It's a little too orangey. It's like a carrot stick. Let's see. Turn this a little bit darker. Down this way. Maybe more to the right instead of down. False. You love candy corn. Wink. You're like, it's Halloween time. Time for candy corn. Request. False. Okay, so let's also cut these shapes out as well. I think I can just select this shape and the circle that I made and subtract, crop. Nope, wrong one. Not that one. Trim? No. Shape. This thing. That. Perfect. Exactly what I need. When I was making this, I should have made these all the same size so I could just reuse the shape. But that would be using my noodle. There we go. Nope, don't want to delete the whole thing. One thing at a time, everybody. Come on. There we go. Much better. Click, click, subtract. Much better. A lying stream? No. If you want to get really meta, lying is an art form. So I'm doing art while I art. What do you think of them apples? Probably should have done that for all of these so these look more believable and not like poop. Let's just go do those shapes now. Staff color. Like this. Something like that. It's a little darker. Color already locked in. Yeah, I like that. It looks nice. Dumping water all over myself. Staff color, let me find left time. I need to borrow you for a sec. So you need to be black line. That needs to be in. Okay. Let's just redo that. Just do the one line. And then go back to the staff color layer, unlock that, and then make the layer that shadow color. And this is a small enough detail that you can just switch it in like that. Do these real quick. I almost forgot about these, these little like in the corner guys. I think she's trying to say we're gonna rise to victory. Jeez, I got it. We're on the same page. Sweet. Okay. I'm going to see if this color looks better as this color. I like it more. Makes more sense to me than just like a bright red stick for a handle. I can almost seeing this being like a gray, like a silvery. Set these with like darker rivets, maybe. I need to color this button too. So much to do. Okay. Let's see. Can we select these? What are these on? Body lines? Oh, what are this specifically for staff stuff? Let's change all these black circles to be rings or circles. Let's flip a couple of them. If the background's that dark, I like them just being flat circles. I can go through and even add little like bright highlights to this, make them look like bubbles almost. Just like flying glass bubbles. Okay, that's hard to say. I think I might just leave those for now. What else is on? Bright blue rivets. That sounds good on the staff. That won't get annoying. Make them look like gemstones, maybe. Actually, I kind of like that. I take it back. Am I happy with that? I think so. Color the mushroom. Color her thing here. And her horns. See how that looks? She's just a blue mage. She loves blue things. Blue and purple. Boy, that is a really like bright color to look at. Cooking my retinas right now. I want kind of like a, not a flesh color, but more like an off-white. Maybe something like right here. Something like that. Yeah. Not all the way white. I think those are all the same. Still draws you right to the center of the picture, but then the crystal competes with it, and you gotta like do this little triangle over and over and over again. I don't know why the sound would be cutting out for little chunks like that, other than maybe an internet connection, or maybe I'm being too loud on my end, and so it just like cuts the sound off that way. Let's see. Is it loud and you're turning it down to match your system, or are you having to turn me all the way up to hear what I'm saying and what I'm doing? Does anyone want any of these boogers? They're free. It might also be that this mic might not be plugged in all the way. Let me check. No, it seems to be fine. Ba-ba-da. Yeah, it seems to be like normal levels. Yeah, I don't know. We can play around with this later. See if we can get it to work. Yeah, let's go staff color real quick. I'm just jumping around all over the place. I want to see what these would look like if they had like a white. Did I put this on right there? It's purple, just like this layer. Does it exist? It does exist. Send backwards, send back. Bring forward. Bring front? Is there a difference? Bring front, that's what I want. Oh, that's right. These are in this layer. That's fine. I remember now. Staff color. Select this. Delete this shape. We'll just do it in this one. It doesn't help organize the colors, but I can at least copy and paste all this stuff into the colors layer later. Alright, definitely not that like reddy pink, but if I rotate it this way. I don't want to sample that color. I want this color. And then make this like brighter, more saturated maybe? Yeah, that's harder to see. Gotta get closer to white. Something like this. Alright, let's make this bigger. Set it off to the side. No, definitely gotta be closer to white. Yeah, I like that. Make another crescent moon shape on the left-hand side of the same color. I think that's a wrap. Staff color. How does this look with this color in here? think this is a song about cannibals. Just a taste and follow you to the end. Okay, so let's go to character color, unlock that layer, and do a fill color for this. I imagine her neck being in this thing, but I don't know what it is. It doesn't really make sense. I might move the hair down to cover this area, so I don't have to describe this and make this more of a collar here, like a long neck sleeve. I don't know. Long neck sleeve, what am I saying? I will be right back. I really hope that the sound of the neighbors moving their trash can through our yard shows up. Here we go, I'm back. Okay, so let's see about this like shirt thing going on here. You're a body line, aren't you? Let's see. Let's see if I'm right. Nope. Hairline? Not that either. Horn line. Damn, where did I put it? Face line? There we go. Just focusing on getting this nice and in the black. It's not too big of a problem if it doesn't, like these lines extending out into this purple. When I change this shape that I'm making from basically an outline to a filled color, the stroke around the outside is going to disappear. So the only thing that's going to have a color is this line that I'm slowly building up, and since it's hidden in the black, you're not going to really see the transition between the colors. It'll just be solid color into a dividing line into a solid color. It's the outline lines that I have to worry about. These ones, not so much. Nice long straight poles. Must be coming back up to the head. Do that whole series of lines. Hey Twitch, why don't you come up with some like chill lo-fi hip-hop for your Twitch channels instead of this crazy electronic music all the time? It's a little much. Like they're ever gonna see that. So mysterious. I think I'm gonna go with like a darker foresty green, not this bright green. What do you think about the color so far? Maybe I should just give a really poofy scarf. Just fill this whole space. I'm also going to turn this down a little bit. Time for horns! Probably the part that I've been putting off the most. I'm going to give them their own separate layer above the character layer. Just because I imagine there's going to be a lot going on with this. There we go. Just turn that off. So you can just see these shapes. It's gonna be a nice fill color. Let's pick that one, kind of coffee color. Doesn't really matter, of course, because we can change it. It's just I don't want something too distracting while I'm filling these lines in. So satisfying. We can get like a long stripe like this. It's like peeling a sticker off all in one go. And after I get this base color in, I can divide each of these horns up into planes. So each getting a different color based on where the light source should go. For right now though, I just want to get this all colored in and turn on and off the color background. And just see how this all kind of fits together. As much as I like the purple, it might have to go in favor of like a set of earthy color tones, maybe? Or alternatively, build the background kind of scene with all of those earthy colors, and then she'll be the only thing wearing bright colors on the center part. Just don't want it to be just too distracting. Although this teal is kind of distracting. Jeez. I want to fix this. I'm telling you out there in case I forget. You can say, fix it, don't leave it. Just gotta cut through this coffee storm. Ah! The end is in sight! Please hold. I do like that color. Oh, stretch. Sweet. Yeah, I can handle that. Horn is a base color. I'm gonna turn this back off. Do this other shape. And just keep going with it. Is this one? Yeah, this one. It's hard to tell sometimes when you get this zoomed in. It kind of looks like a snake's tail. I'm fine with that though. Hair back on? Sweet. I like that quite a bit actually. But again, this purple might be a problem. Let's see. Let's turn character color back on. Just this. It's too pale. Is it over here that I need to be? That's horrible. That's not what I want at all. I want to take like averages of colors, mix two colors together and give me that. And it's a bit better, still not good at all. Here? Better. How's everybody doing? Let's see, let's unlock this. And I like that, yeah, that's cool. I just want this little color disc. Um, let's play around with this. Ignoring where it is in relation to the horn. I think I almost prefer having let's try that actually. Select this. Lock everything but the hair. Let's do this right. That's not how you do it right. It's ultimately not how I want to do this, but it's just to test it to see if I like it. I do like it better. Yeah, I like that. Shit. we could almost extend this shape from about here over. stupid as fuck. Okay. Let's look at this shape here. Green ears for everyone. This is purple, what am I saying? That should be, let's turn the skin tone color back on. Should be about this color. Yeah, this should be. This shape. There should be something like this. And then this black circle is supposed to be like an ear hole. Face lines, maybe? Yeah. I'm going to flip this. Stand this out relatively far, and then go back to the horn color. Go back to character color. And then fill the shape. With an even darker color. And that's supposed to be in like this kind of recessed color of the ear. So pick this color. Moving it down to somewhere like right here. That looks better to me. Pick this color. That first shadow, maybe. I'm just clicking on it. Like this, maybe. No, this should be much darker. Straight down. Alright, I think I'm going to take a break here right now. I'll come back with this later. Thanks for watching.